Welcome to Backtracking CTE Pathways Year 2 Partner Update. I am Dr. Arlisha McQueen, the project's research coordinator. In this year update, I am going to review the project's purpose, talk about activities that occurred, and share the next steps and expectations for you. Backtracking CTE Pathways is a 3-year project between Florida State University and Tallahassee Community College. The use of backtracking approach to identify the hindrance, facilitators, and critical junctures in student pathways. The project is funded by the National Science Foundation's Advanced Technological Education Program, is led by Dr. Marsha A. Martis from FSU and Dr. Calandra Stringer at TCC, along with several college partners and experts. The project benefits from researchers, practitioners, and key experts. Florida State University team also includes Dr. Faye Jones, co-PI, and Eve Rendery, Senior Personnel and Outreach Director. At Tallahassee Community College, the team includes Joy Walters, Dean of School of Business in Industry and Technology. Our expert panelists includes Dr. Rick Burnett from FSU, Associate Provost for Strategy and Analytics and Interim CIO, and Dr. Lei Wong from TCC, VP for Institutional Effectiveness. The project research coordinators are Dr. Arlisha McQueen at TCC and Michelle Kodoko at Florida State University. The evaluator of the project is Dr. Will Tyson from University of South Florida. Our college partners provide feedback about the approach and ensure that the findings are applicable and feasible to two-year colleges. Each college partner has an information technology or IT lead or department chair/director, along with an IR expert who will be consulted on the institutional research need of the project. Here is a list of our college partners and participants. We are pleased to know that many of you will be returning to this year's academy and are looking forward to meeting our new partners and new representatives. As a reminder, the project aims to achieve the following goals. Each goal will be reached by answering these research questions. Goal 1 is to improve understanding the critical junctures that led to students' retention, graduation, and in-field employment of IT students in two-year programs. Our goal 2 is to deepen the knowledge about instrumental nature of IR for evidence-based decision-making in academic affairs, student support services, and informal learning programs to improve IT student retention, completion, and employment into your institution. Our goal 3 is to strengthen the supports for all students, but especially for underdeserved and at-risk prospective technicians. Our goal 4 is to build the capacity among the community colleges to routinely backtrack their students' pathways. And finally, our goal 5 is to discern the regional economic impacts of improved IT student retention, graduation, and employment. Each of the research questions will help us test and further develop the backtracking technique. The backtracking technique consists of 3 layers of research activity. Layer 1 is our institutional research college data. We begin by pulling cohort data and contact information, transfer information, alumni demographics, academic history, and high school entry data, in addition to other filtering variables. And the contact information from layer 1 is then used in layer 2 to survey alumni about their employment history, such as job title, company, salary, job location, and other related information. Layer 1 and 2 are primary quantitative, and we now have the community college specific performance metric that we can't wait to share with you. In layer 3, we will take the information from layer 1 and 2 and use them to inform alumni interviews. Because layer 3 is a qualitative in nature, we will use it to extract rich text about students' experiences. And finally, data analysis involves identification of individual pathways, that integration of the pathways along with model creation. There are 4 phases of the Backtracking CTE project. In phase 1 of the project, TCC and FSU jointly developed the Backtracking CTE Pathways approach to capture the experiences of completers and current students using an iterative development process. We also created various visualization tools and being led by our experts on other formats that might aid decision makers. The TCC and FSU teams will continue to share the approach with other college partners annually in our partner academy to gather feedback on the feasibility of using the approach elsewhere. As we move into phase 2 of the project, TCC has implemented the Backtracking CTE Pathways approach and begun to identify barriers and challenges to implementation. Specifically, the data collection process was streamlined by modifying the alumni survey and developing an interviewing protocol for backtracking 2 cohorts of AA and AS students. The TCC and FSU teams will share these research tools in the upcoming Year 2 Partner Academy. In phase 3, our project evaluator, Dr. Tyson from USF, will explore the feasibility of implementing the findings of the Backtracking CTE Pathways approach to include financial costs, identifies anticipated barriers or challenges to adopting the influencers proposed, and establishes the extent to which the Backtracking CTE Pathways approach and model, generating strategy and generalizability and replicable at different types of institution at the annual academy. This process culminates with an improvement plan and preliminary budget for implementing plans identified to increase graduation and completion rate. In phase 4, the evaluator and the research team develop and use an impact evaluation and preliminary economic analysis to provide participating institutions with meaningful feedback on graduates' economic and educational contribution. As you may recall, we conduct annual academies at the conclusion of each year project. The second academy is coming up September 22. In these academies, we disseminate results, obtain feedback on the Backtracking CTE Pathways approach and the pathway models, and build capacity among our partners to backtrack their own students. The academy curriculum includes 6 workshops or models with the following goals. Goal number 1, share TCC FSU IR data collection, analysis, and reporting tools for backtracking CTE approach. Goal number 2, share and develop alumni tracking social media plans. Goal number 3, share TCC/FSU pathway models identified. Goal number 4, state colleges inventory available IR data and set IR collection goals. Goal number 5, state colleges learn strategies to create models. And goal number 6, state colleges identify barriers and enablers of the backtracking CTE approach and hypothesize their own institutional models and economic impacts and provide feedback on their approach. In year 2, We have been busily getting the project implementation framework in place by systematically collecting and reviewing student success indicators, gathering our initial alumni cohorts, and created and piloted interview questions and an interview protocol. Faye Jones and Rick Burnett presented the backtracking concept with better metrics at the Association for Institutional Research annual forum, with much input from Lei Wang, and the methods was well received. There are many upcoming activities to wrap up in summer 2022, to include launching of the alumni survey and interviewing of AA and AS completers and non-completers. We'll update you further on the progress and share information you will find useful in our Year 2 Partner Academy in September. Please help finalize the date by completing a brief questionnaire. Here's the tentative agenda for the Year 2 Partner Academy. We anticipate providing updates on the project, detailed and important award received by TCC, having our experts to share new resources and information about the backtracking approach, and facilitating important group discussions. Again, this year, the Academy will be conducted online, although we hope to have future academies in person. At this point, we have 3 important activities we would like you to complete. Activity number 1, please complete the Quadra questionnaire by Friday, August 5th, 2022. It asks a few questions to include your availability for the Partner Academy on September 16th. Number 2, just a quick reminder that the assigned IT lead and the IR representative from each partner college are required to attend the Academy in September. These are the partner representatives that were identified at the beginning of the presentation or to be assigned. And activity number 3, finally, after the Academy is over, send an invoice for Year 2 to Calandra Stringer, Provost and PI at TCC at the email provided to request Year 2 funds. Just remember that we can process your invoice once you have completed the following: answered the questionnaire, attended all recording meetings, example, the Partner Academy, and completed the post-Academy presentation is always appreciated. Remember, representation from both IT lead and IR representative is required, as both are essential to the success of the project. We are excited to partner with each of you to better understand how the backtracking approach can assist students in navigating STEM pathways. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the project leads listed. We look forward to seeing you at the Academy.